So, as a Rapture Watchman, I often love to compare what's coming, God's wrath, to the other two wraths that God has poured on the earth, both told to us in Genesis. And I mostly just compare it to Noah because I haven't properly studied Sodom and Gomorrah to know enough about that to find all of the little details and comparisons to it. But I started properly reading the Bible from the start, 1 year Bible this year, and I'm in Genesis 18 right now. And what I found, it literally proves that God's children will be removed from the earth before his wrath. Check this out. All right. So, we have Abraham, right? And he's asking God, he's like, will you sweep away both the righteous and the wicked? And, because God's saying he's going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, right? Or Sodom, at least. But yeah, God, he's explaining to him that, he asks him if there's 50 righteous people in Sodom, will he spare them, the whole city, for their sake? And God says yes. And then he asks, what about 45? And God says yes. And he just keeps going on and on about it. It's like we're getting the point, right? He goes all the way down to 10 people. If there are 10 people in Sodom, God says then he won't destroy it for the sake of those 10. And so that right there, it literally proves that, if there is anyone righteous in Sodom, he wouldn't destroy Sodom. Not a single person, right? Because, Abraham doesn't ask him, he doesn't go all the way down to 1, but I think it's safe to assume, because he's pretty thorough, he keeps going down, and God keeps saying if there's that many people, he's not going to destroy it, right? And so that alone, it proves, because the tribulation, his wrath, he tells us that, the wrath that is coming on the whole earth. So just as in Sodom, if there was anyone righteous in Sodom, he wouldn't have poured his wrath out on them. And so that literally tells us, we know, because God also says to compare this to Sodom and Gomorrah, does he not? So, I mean, this right here, it's telling us that God does not destroy the righteous. And because his wrath, we know, is coming on the whole earth, because he tells us that. He says, this is him telling us that he will not destroy the earth. He will not pour his wrath out on the earth if any righteous people are still here, right? Am I getting this right, guys? I don't want to, try and telling you that, oh, I know everything about the Bible. I'm just saying what I just read and what makes sense to me. This seems so obvious just reading it. So that's literally him saying, I truly believe that he's literally going to only pour his wrath out when there are no righteous people left on this earth. And it goes obviously so much deeper than that, because, we know the whole point of the tribulation is, it's called Jacob's trouble. Jacob meaning Israel. It's Israel's trouble, but Israel isn't saved right now. And that's why he's doing it. That's the point of his wrath, right? Is for the unsaved to get saved. And so if they're not saved, that means they're not righteous. So he's going to pour out his wrath on the unrighteous people, right? So if there's any righteous people here, he's not going to pour out his wrath. Meaning, just as he says in another verse, that we are not appointed to the wrath that is coming on the whole earth. Meaning he has to remove us. And there's a verse that says, that the Antichrist can't be revealed until the restrainer is removed. Well, we're the restrainer. So it means we'll have to be removed from this earth, literally being raptured. So I hope this helps someone, guys. It's just amazing because it's like I don't know the whole Bible. There's so much I still don't know, but the more I keep studying it and learning it, the more it just keeps proving that, well, when God said we're not appointed to his wrath, he means it. So, yes, we are going home very soon. I don't know the time. I don't know. But this right here, this is all you need. This is the proof. And there's obviously so much more that you can find elsewhere, but like this alone, it tells us that God is going to remove us from the earth before his wrath. All right. I hope this blessed someone. God bless you guys. Peace.